What's going on, everybody out there? This is Popular Stranger, and we are back at you again today with another Madden 23 Ultimate Team video. In today's video, we got an update on the best player you can pick from the 90 overall Most Feared Fantasy Pack, which you can earn for free right now in MUT 23. Now, if you guys enjoy this video, if you like it, if it helps you out, make sure to go ahead and click that thumbs up button. Shows a lot of support on the channel, helps the videos get noticed. Also, if you're brand new here, you were searching around YouTube for MUT 23 content, whether it's how to make coins, how to get free players, how to build your ultimate team, you found the right channel for everything. Stay a while, click that subscribe button, turn that notification bell on as well so you guys are alerted when we drop additional videos. Let's get right on into it. So number one, let's talk about how you earn this pack. Hopefully by now most of you know this, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this video found it or chose it or watched it because you were earning this pack or did earn this pack and you're trying to figure out who to pick from it. So we got you covered on that. It's the level 30 reward within this field pass, a 90 overall Most Feared Hero Fantasy Pack, non-BND, which means you can sell this card on the auction house, you can trade it, you can quick sell it for full training value, though I don't recommend doing that. But more importantly, you can put this card into a Most Feared Champion set. So you have 1/3 of what you need to complete a champion, like Harold Carmichael, like Julius Peppers, like the new cards we got today, Jalen Ramsey, Kyle Pitts, a lot of good options. Not only can you use this video for picking the best card out of this fantasy pack, but if you want to go out and choose one of those champions, remember, whatever 3 90s that you put into that set, you're going to get back in return as BND. So you want to make sure you put the best possible cards in that set, so you get those back to help you build your squad along with the 92 champion that you choose. Like I said, hopefully most of you know how to get to level 30 or know how to earn XP within this field pass, but if you don't, you're going to need to knock out these objectives. With part 3 dropping today, they added a ton of new solo challenges, and completing those challenges are going to earn you XP for this field pass. There's a couple new statistical objectives that you can knock out. They also added in some new stuff for house rules, so playing through that game mode and the solo challenges will earn you XP within this field pass. And of course, not only can you get this free 90 overall card, you get 4 86 overall monster makers that can be upgraded to 89. So knocking out this entire field pass gives you coins, it gives you XP, it gives you some free packs, but you also get 4 89 overall monster makers and 190 overall, which we're going to go over in this video. If you guys want to watch more information on upgrading those 89 overall monster makers, down below in the comment section as a pinned comment, we're going to link you to that video. Make sure you go check it out. Now, one other bug that I ran into, and hopefully a lot of you are not running into this, is with the items and the contents within this pack. So we're on our no money spent account. We open up the pack. We earn this pack today after part 3 content dropped. And if I go through the pack, it has parts 1, 2, and 3. So there's 18 total options within the pack. And as you can see here, Deion Jones, Leonard Fournette, Frank Clark, these are all cards that came out during part 3 of the promo, also with part 1 and part 2. Now, I earned this pack after that content came out. On my main account, I earned this same pack a couple weeks ago. I shouldn't say a couple, like a week ago. Basically, I earned it before part 3 came out. And I didn't open up the pack. I chose to save it until this morning after part 3 came out. When I opened it up, it only contained part 1 and part 2 cards. So I think I kind of got cheated. I tweeted this out thinking that that was the norm, right? That if you open the pack, if you earn the pack after part 3 came out, you would get all 3 parts choices. If you earned it before part 3 came out, you would only get part 1 and 2 choices. But a lot of people replied and said that's not the case. I held onto my pack for a week. I opened it today. I had all 3 parts. So hopefully that's the case for all of you watching this video. For whatever reason, like I said, I think maybe I got cheated. It is what it is, but we're going to go through all of the best cards out of all the 18 options, the best ones to choose. It's going to have combinations from 1, 2, and 3. Let's go ahead and start with wide receivers. Last week, we did this video before part 3 came out, and out of the wide receivers, we had Deebo Samuel and Michael Thomas. And though Michael Thomas was 1 speed slower than Deebo, I felt he was the better option because he was taller, he had better route running, and better catching. Well, Tyler Lockett dropped today, and he's +2 speed on Michael Thomas, +1 on Deebo. I know he's only 5'10", but I still feel like this is the better option, just because he's faster, he has better or equal to catching, and the route running is just about better or equal to as well. So overall, the best option, despite the height, is going to be Tyler Lockett at wide receiver, but I wouldn't even put this in my top 5 cards out of this pack. Now, when it comes to cornerback, we had, I think, 4 different choices And I'm just going to say this right off the rip. Jair Alexander is not going to be one of the options for me because I feel like at this point in the game, you should not have any cornerbacks on your field that are below 6 foot. Now, if you want him for theme team purposes or this card plays well for you, by all means, go ahead and use it. I'm just saying generally you should have taller cornerbacks on the field. And I still feel like Jeff Okudah is going to be the best option out of the 4 cornerbacks to choose from. He's 6'1", 90 speed, 89 zone, 90 man coverage. Now, the other option, or the second option, is going to be Marshawn Lattimore, which is also a really good card. 90 speed, 88 zone, 90 man coverage, 88 press. What I did, just to kind of give you a comparison look here, is I did a comparison. I did it on MUT.gg, and as you can see, equal speed, okay? Marshawn's better with acceleration and agility, equal jumping. Play rec Marshawn has a +1. But then when you look at the rest, man coverage tied, zone coverage, Okudah gets the nod, and press Okudah gets the nod. I just felt like those things are more important for a corner. So this is not to say that Marshawn's a bad pick. I just think overall Okudah is the best option. Marshawn's pretty good. And then we also have Shaquille Griffin, who's another 6-foot corner, 90 speed with 91 zone and 86 man coverage. So I think if you play a lot of zone, and I'm talking like 90% of the time you're playing zone coverage, and you already have Okudah, Shaquille Griffin's going to be your second best option. If you're playing a lot more man coverage than zone, you're going to want to go with Marshawn Lattimore. And just so you guys can see, I compared these two as well. I think overall, Marshawn Lattimore is better than Shaquille Griffin, but that high zone, and you know, it's 88 on Lattimore is not terrible, but +3 is a big difference if you really rely on zone coverage. So in that order, I would say Okudah, Lattimore, and then Griffin for the cornerbacks. We had 3 middle linebackers to choose from in this pack, and by far, Deion Jones is going to be your best option. 6'1" with 90 speed, 88 zone coverage, 85 hit power. The block shed is low at 72. Strength is low at 73. He's not going to be great against the run. Just keep that in mind. But a very good user card with that height and that speed. And even with the 88 zone, you can let the AI control him. Roquan Smith originally was our best middle linebacker out of this pack because he got Lurker for 1 AP. Well, Deion Jones gets that as well. He's also 1 inch taller and faster, so Deion Jones, the easy choice here. We got 2 right ends, Aiden Hutchinson and Frank Clark, who is one of the new cards that dropped today. Aiden Hutchinson, if you're looking for a defensive end, is going to be the better option out of this pack. 83 speed, 89 finesse move, 88 block shed. The power move is a bit low at 80, but I think overall, if you can take a look at this comparison here, you would probably agree that Aiden is better as well. He's faster by 1, the block shed is +5, the power move is -10. So if you really rely on power move only, go with Frank Clark. But he also has +6 finesse move on Frank Clark and +1 tackle, which I just feel like is more important. So I believe the best defensive end to choose out of these two is going to be Aiden Hutchinson, though I don't think that card or either of these cards are in the top 5 of all. This is a really good opportunity to address your offensive line. We had 2 different left tackles to choose from. Garrett Bowles, who was part of the first part of this promo, and today we got Andrew Thomas. The big draw for this Andrew Thomas card is not only is he better, but he gets Edge Protector for 1 AP, which is a really, really good ability to help you against edge threat on defense. So with this Andrew Thomas, he gives you 90 strength, 90 awareness, 89 pass block, and 90 run block. I just really like the balance, and as we've been doing a lot in this video, I thought it would be a good idea to compare the two, and as you can see, Andrew Thomas wins in strength, awareness, and pass block power. Pass block, he's -1, but +2 in run block. So I just think overall, plus the ability that he can get, he's a better option at left tackle. Another option to address your offensive line is going to be Quentin Nelson, left guard here, 92 strength, 91 awareness. He gives you 86 pass block and 86 run block. Leonard Fournette is literally only making this list because he's the only halfback in this entire pack. So if you really need one, you can pick him up. Power back with 89 break tackle, 91 trucking, 88 speed. You can't see it on your screen, but he only has 79 juke move and 85 spin move. So that's just not it. I mean, this is probably the worst card out of the entire group of options I'm giving you in this video. But if you desperately need a halfback, he's going to be your only choice. And same thing goes with Kyler. Even though he's not a terrible card, this is actually a pretty solid budget QB. It's the only QB to choose from, so if you need one, go ahead and pick up Kyler. He's a pretty good bridge between like where you're at now and you trying to earn Josh Allen from the Season 2 Field Pass. 90 speed, 90 throw power, 88 throw on the run, 89 throw under pressure, short throw at 88, mid throw at 86, which is a little shaky, and deep throw at 89. And that about wraps it up. I think my favorite cards have to be some of the ones that came out today, like Andrew Thomas and Deion Jones. Jeff Okudah, definitely a great pick. Marshawn Lattimore. It really just depends on what positions you're looking to address on your squad. Hopefully this video helped out. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.